it's Linda from thehomeiCreate.com, and I'm back again to share with you my update for week 3 of the One Room Challenge. If you haven't heard of it before, the One Room Challenge is a 6-week challenge put on by Linda from Calling It Home. You can find all the information for that in my previous update video from last week. All right, let's talk about what I actually got done this week. This is one of those weeks where it's sort of like a transition week for me, where it might not be so much for other people, because if you guys saw my previous video for week 1 and 2, you know I just decided to jump into this One Room Challenge this season only a week ago. For real, only a week ago. But we're in week 3. So I'm a little behind, but I am catching up. The main thing that I did, I spent most of Sunday completely going through that room, you guys. I got rid of so many things. I was in there for hours. I mean, when you look at these pictures here, it doesn't look like a lot got done, right? You're like, wait, there's still a bunch of stuff in the room. But a lot of the things that are still in the room is gonna stay in the room. Like the bed, the desk, the chair. There's a lot of decorative stuff that I'll be using. So even though there's a lot of things in the room, most of them are gonna be staying there. So it is a lot more progress than it probably actually looks like. The other thing this week was that I completely overhauled the storage that I would be putting in this room. Initially, I had 2 of the IKEA white shelf. I think they're called the Vitsshow. You know IKEA and them names, girl. I was gonna put one on either side of my desk for some cute display and a little bit of storage, nothing too much. Because I thought I would use the closet, because it's a pretty big closet that's already in that room, for most of the things that are not so pretty that I really need to store. You know, I could fit all that in there. You guys, I have so much more stuff than I actually realized, because let me tell you, that closet is packed to the brim. All that stuff I thought I was going to store in there, not so much. So now I realize I need some functional closed storage, because those shelves are cute, but they're not really providing me with that much storage. They were going to be more for display. So I ditched the IKEA shelves, and I got I want to say what, a 60-inch dresser off Facebook Marketplace. It's a vintage Dixie dresser, and I loved it the moment I saw it, you guys. I bothered that lady so much. I don't think she had a choice but to sell it to me. I think she had it listed for like $145, and I talked her down to $100. I mean, look at this flower detail and the beautiful hardware. I can't wait to make this over. I'm hoping it will look like this white one that someone else made over. The other thing that I found, you guys, was a rug. I mentioned it last week, if you read the post at the very end, that I already sourced it, but I was still kind of about it. But I went back to the antique mall, and I was like, I do love this rug. It has so many pretty colors. The other thing that I had to tackle in the room was the actual layout. I knew the layout for the room would probably be a little challenging to work out, because I'm trying to fit a whole lot into this room. You know, I need some place for somebody to sleep since it's a guest room. I need enough spaces for me to work. I'm a full-time blogger. I do DIY stuff. I want a place where I can record my videos. I need storage for my files, for my equipment, tons of things, right? So that's a lot to fit into this room. Although the room is a nice size, about 12.5 by 16. And again, a nice size, but I don't want it to feel crowded, and I don't want to be tripping over furniture, but I do want it to be functional, meaning I need all the things I need in there, right? So, I finally worked that out after measuring the room, measuring pretty much all the big pieces that I was going to put in the room. If I didn't have it, I went online and found the measurements, and I went to this website. I'll put a link below, you guys. And after, you know, pretty much setting up the space on that site and putting in all the furniture with the correct dimensions, stayed there for like a really long time, you guys, way longer than I should have. So I have the floor plan, and I am super happy with it. Now, the only thing that I'm worried about I'm gonna use a white tulip table. A lot of places sell them, but IKEA really is the only place where I can afford to get it from, and they don't have any. I found 2 used ones on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist. Neither of the sellers have contacted me back, and this is at this point, you know, days ago, so I'm thinking they probably sold them already. So I'm a little nervous about that one because that's a big part of the room to me, because it kind of takes up the space, the empty space in the middle of the room. It will be my extra work surface, and I really love the clean, modern look, because I don't want the room to start getting too fussy, because I do have a lot of vintage pieces. Like the rug is kind of traditional, so I like the white of that table to kind of bring in a fresh feel to the room. Really bummed that I can't find this table so far, but we're gonna keep our fingers crossed that I can get my hands on one before the reveal. Oh, and I didn't tell you guys the best part. I sold so much stuff from that room, you guys, and I made close to $200. So I was able to buy the dresser, which was $100, and I was able to buy the rug, which was $65, and I still had change left over. I told you guys this was a no-budget makeover, meaning I didn't have any substantial amount of money, you know, kind of set to the side for this project. So I'm really working with what I have for the most part. So I love the fact that I was able to clean out the room, make some money, you know, while doing it, and able to purchase some things that I need for the room without, you know, dipping into my bank account, right? That's always nice when we're doing a budget makeover. All right, friends, next week's update should be a little bit more dramatic. I should have a little bit more to show since I'll be working in the room more, putting the daybed together, laying the rug down, hanging anything up. Hopefully I'll have 1 or 2 pieces painted. So be sure to check back. And also, if you enjoyed this video, please consider liking, subscribing to my channel, and leaving a comment. I always appreciate those. And also, if you want to kind of stay in the loop and for more real-time updates, you can follow me on Instagram. Like last Sunday, I shared a bunch of Instagram stories with photos and asking you guys what I should do with certain pieces as I was cleaning up the room. So it was really interactive and fun. I got tons of messages. I'll leave all my social media information in the box below, and I'll also link to last week's video in case you are just finding this and you can catch up. And I will talk to you again soon, friends. Bye.